All right. You were looking at the Caribbean. Yeah? We've been in France, but now we're going to the New World. Florida, so you can get your bearings. Here's Mexico here. This is where the Maya lived, remember? South America. Yeah? Haiti. Guys, the Haitian Revolution. Sorry, I hit my table and I have a drink on it. The Haitian Revolution is a really big deal because up to this point, we've had slave revolts. Okay? None of them have been long term successful. This one will be. All right. Haiti was one of the French possessions in the Caribbean. It was what's it called? A sugar plantation. All right. With the DRMC, remember the French Revolution, the Declaration of the Independence. I'm just kidding. The Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen. With that, the DRMC, slaves are freed. So now, if you're going to have some of these slaves work on your plantation, you have to pay them. Okay? Well, the slaves, sorry. A lot of the Haitian slaves were still working on their land. They were. That's their job. That's what they're used to. That's what they know how to do. But now they're getting paid for it. Okay? About 10 years ish later, when Napoleon passes the Napoleonic Code, Napoleon says, just kidding. They're slaves again. Round them up, beat them up, treat them like slaves. I told you last time, I don't know that there's much worse than that. This guy right here looks like a scary name. It's not that hard. Toussaint, Toussaint Louverture. Toussaint Louverture. Toussaint Louverture is an ex-slave. But whenever they round him back up, he's like, no. I have my own land. In this 10 years, I've gotten my own land. I do my own farming, and I've been really successful. No. Basically, they started a slave revolution. France will send some troops to fight with them. Not a lot, and not their best soldiers. This is like right before Napoleon. Look at the dates. This is like right before he decides to Napoleonic Wars, start taking over things. What is it? Louisiana Purchase is 1803. Okay, so he doesn't have a lot of soldiers to spare. But Toussaint Louverture, here he is, right here. I kind of have a little crush. That's Toussaint Louverture. Okay, ex-slave, but he looks very revolutionary. Yeah, because he is. He's the leader of the Haitians fighting the French. Unfortunately, Toussaint gets captured. Hi, Freya. And when Toussaint gets captured, he gets like thrown in a dungeon or whatever prison cell, and he will end up dying from illness. I don't know what it is, but from illness, from being thrown in a cell. That's not the end of the revolution. The revolution is carried on by this man. I might have another crush. His name, it's not as scary as it looks. It's right here. You've already seen this before. Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Jean-Jacques Dessalines. You just barely touch the N on the end. Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Well, he's going to become the new revolutionary leader. Once Toussaint Louverture dies, he continues, he carries the flag, and France surrenders Haiti. They leave. Guys, you're like, that's not an exciting thing. Like, that's it. Think about the ramifications. Think about consequences. This is now an independent country, and it's made up of ex slaves. Think about what this does for the slaves who live here. In the rest of the Caribbean, in America, they're going to start having some hope. They're going to start thinking, well, if Haiti did it, we can do it. And again, it's going to start, like, we're going to start seeing slavery dismantled in the 1800s. England gets rid of slavery, 1833, I think. I think that's the date. Let me check. I'm pretty sure maybe 1833, 1830. I don't remember. Here's how I can find it. Here we go. Let's see when he died. Dang, I'm so good. 1833. He dies 3 days after slavery is abolished, and he was one in England, and he was one of the big like fighters to get it abolished. Okay, that's beside the point. So, think about this. Slavery is going to start getting dismantled in the 1800s. Now it takes some time. I mean, in America, it doesn't happen for us till the 1860s. Okay, but people are going to start hearing about this free slave colony. And if you can get away from your masters and make your way to Haiti, yes. Okay, so it's kind of a big deal. The French Revolution, it's a huge big deal, partially because of like what happens to the royalty, to the nobility, everything getting dismantled. But it's also a big deal because just like with Haiti, it causes a whole bunch of other people, to get excited about revolting. People who say, oh, if the French could do it, so can we. Let's look at South America. This will go pretty quickly. I don't mean that rude, but it will. Because we only really have two guys to deal with. In South America, who predominantly owns that? Spain and, do you remember? Brazil? Portugal. Spain and Portugal. Okay. We have two men. The first one is right here. It looks like Simon. It is Simon. Simon Bolivar. Simon Bolivar here we go. Oh, that was him. Sorry. Simon Bolivar. There he is. He's from Venezuela. Okay. Look at the map. Venezuela is right here. All right. I also want you to notice something else. There's a country in South America called Bolivia. Do you think it's named after him? Yeah, totally. Simon Bolivar is a revolutionary leader, okay? And he is able to kick Spain out of Venezuela. Then, I don't know what order, guys, I don't care, but he will also successfully kick them out of Colombia and Ecuador. Him. And where is it? Oh, that's it. Just kidding. Okay. Did you hear that? That's my dog. Anyway, he's able to like kick Spain out of all of these northern countries. They're all freed now because of Simon Bolivar. Enter another guy. A few years later, there's another revolutionary guy. His name is Jose de San Martin. Jose de San Martin is originally from Argentina. Well, Argentina declares itself independent from Spain. Okay. Then Jose de San Martin leads a revolution in Chile. Then he comes north to where the Inca really used to live in Peru. Now, he has a little bit of a problem. Freya, are you okay? I think she's tired. Anyway, he has a little bit of a problem getting rid of the Spanish and the Peruvian mountains, okay, the crazy Andes and stuff. So he and Bolivar are actually going to join their forces. Here, let me go back to the map. And what you're going to see is Simon Bolivar's forces. Where did my mouse go? There we go. Simon Bolivar's forces are going to come from the north, like this, and Jose de San Martin's forces are going to come from the south to fight, to kind of squish Spain in. Now, or squish them out, whatever. Um, Technically, Jose de San Martin gets the win for Peru because he's the one that actually does it. But he couldn't have done it without Jose de San Martin. So now Spain is kicked out of all of this, guys. They just lost this in one fell swoop. And what about Brazil? Brazil is weird. Brazil is owned by Portugal. Okay. Remember when Napoleon wanted to fight Portugal? He never got there. He got stopped by Spain, but do you remember that? Well, to protect the royal family of Portugal was sent from Portugal to Brazil to keep them safe during that whole time. Okay. Now that Napoleon's gone and everything, and the Brazilian king, no, just kidding. The Portuguese king and queen are going to go back to Portugal. Okay. The people of Brazil say, hey, we like you guys and stuff, but I mean, we'd really like to be independent too. And we did take care of you while you were here. And we do respect you and stuff, and we would like to have an alliance with you and stuff, but can we have our independence? They just ask. The Brazilian fight for independence is not a fight. It is a bloodless revolution. It is still a revolution because we have a new government. Yes. But it's kind of weird. Portugal agrees, except Portugal says, listen, you're right. You did protect us. You did take care of us. We appreciate it. Your hospitality was amazing. Yes, we're in alliance with you. However, what kind of government are you thinking about doing? Oh, well, we're kind of thinking about doing one of those weird democratic things like America up north. Ah, okay. My son is the first president. Okay, Portuguese king, I don't think you understand democracy. We let people vote. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's the first one. Okay. So his son, Dom Pedro, Dom means prince. Dom Pedro becomes the first president of Brazil. It's time to vote. I actually think he did. I think he was elected a second time, but I would have to double check. Don't trust me on that. But after his term, they start normal elections. It's a bloodless revolution. It's a really cool thing. They just diplomatically and respectfully, not acting like a bunch of crazies, ask for it. And they get it. That's cool. Do you see how this is kind of like dominoes? Once the American Revolution happens, and then all the French Revolution drama, it's just like country after country after country after country after country after country is kicking out their kings and queens and stuff. They're getting their independence. Even the Ottoman Empire is having some issues. If you remember from the last time, I don't even remember what unit it was, that we looked at the Ottoman Empire. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. That is Jose de San Martin. Kids are always like, that's just the same picture you just showed us. No, it's not. That's Simone Bolivar. You got his face burned into your mind? Burn it, burn it. Jose de San Martin. Sorry. Okay. Oh, shoot. These pictures are out of order. That's okay. Here we go. I think it was in your transoceanic trade unit. I don't know. I don't know. But sometime you did like Ottoman Empire stuff on your own without me on Canvas. And what you should remember from that is that the Ottoman Empire is losing power at this point, and they actually have a nickname, the sick man of Europe. Okay, look, they've lost a lot of land. This right here, starting here, used to be the entire Ottoman Empire. All of these colors here, starting with Bosnia, all of this, all of this. Okay? Okay, look down here. Starting fairly early, the medieval period, all the way to here, they lost the green, Crimea. Starting in about 1830, they start losing this, the red. Guys, the Ottoman Empire being weak allows some of the European, well, that's African and that's Middle Eastern, never mind. But some of the outlying places where the Ottoman Empire doesn't have so many, like so much military presence, it allows them to start having revolutions and get rid of the Ottoman Empire. And Greece, especially, is helped quite a bit by the English. And I think the French too, but the English. They do send troops to help the Greek. The Greeks have this amazing classical past. I don't teach it in your class because this is world history modern. Pre-AP learns it, but you don't. But they have this really, really cool history that Western Europe respects. Plus, the Eastern Orthodox Church. Over here, we have Christianity, and here we have Christianity. So they're going to help Greece. Okay. You're also going to see what is Bosnia at that time and part of Romania, Algeria, and Georgia break away and get independence. Then, starting around 1878, you're going to start seeing Northern Africa and Egypt pull away. I'm actually going to talk more about the Ottoman Empire in the next section. And when we talk about them in the next section, all of this blue is still intact. So up to where we are, we're looking at the red and the green is what the Ottoman Empire has lost. This unit, they do still own the blue. They'll lose that a little bit later. Okay? But the Ottoman Empire, man, everybody's declaring their, I shouldn't say everybody, a lot of countries are declaring their independence. It's just like, okay? It was France. Oh, and Russia too. I wouldn't have said that without looking. I think I'm going to have to stop there because I wouldn't do this more in class or more than in one period. So we'll stop there and we'll finish this up next.